EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Chicago taking on our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Into the air right away is Allen. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Nico Collins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. A first down carry for Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air, Allen finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They come up short here on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. To throw his Fouts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing his Fouts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this one complete to Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's Fouts. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Fouts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Got it. Ready? Ready? Cougar 19. Ready.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready up. Here we go. Set.
Johnson will take it in. Touchdown. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0.
Snowhawks, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen off the bootleg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Fats to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Tigers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1st down, Chicago.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Allen. Trying. Touchdown, Chicago. Dante Thornton, 41 yards. And the Snowhawks are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Snowhawks 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. this out to the 25.
Down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. 79, Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Fouts. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion.
They'll look to throw here. This is taken in by McBride. And they'll get this down to the 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Tigers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up when they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check smash, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Throwing now, Ward.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays we're going to do. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
On
1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is 2nd and 8. A short one here, caught by McBride. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown! Trey McBride, 56 yards. And the Tigers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Allen to throw it.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
This now a 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Allen now looks to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Allen going to run with it. He finds his man, Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Snowhawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Snowhawks 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw is Fouts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Fouts.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And they'll send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that,
there he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Dante Thornton.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Snowhawks have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Snowhawks 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go, set. 70, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Tigers had 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
Tigers 31. Snowhawks 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Throwing now is Allen. Open man downfield is Johnson. Down the sideline he goes. And just shedding him off there. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 76 yards.
And the Snowhawks have cut it back within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9 now.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down,
that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
70 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Fouts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Hurt.
Up the middle, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Fouts. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
19 Lions. Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go street.
Fouts to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Tigers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
42. Snowhawks 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Allen.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Got his man, it's Thornton.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Allen going to throw.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Allen again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Dante Thornton from 17 yards out. And the Snowhawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Snowhawks 36.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. This is taken in by McBride. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. James. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's James. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now Fouts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards.
And the Tigers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
3 points are huge.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
It's complete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Here's Allen to throw it.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards.
62 yards on the play. First down, Snowhawks.
Now Allen going to change it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Snowhawks are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Allen will try to throw for it.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Listen, when you've got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him, and you can also guarantee he's going to keep asking for the ball.
Let's go now. Hawks 70. Hawks, Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
19, Tiger, 19. Cougar, 19.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Has his man. That's James.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go street. Come 19, come 19.
Throwing his Fouts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19, 18. Come on,
clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw is Fouts. Pass to the sideline and put it in.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
At the 27-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They run it with James. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Cougar 19.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.